Okay, IKEA, are you going to do me good? Or are you going to disappoint? Are you going to do me dirty? Like my son would say. You're going to do me good? You're going to do me dirty. Do we all have that thought when we buy stuff from IKEA? Okay, we all love IKEA. I love IKEA. I bought many things from IKEA, but you have to put them together. Do we ever wonder if we're going to be able to put it together the right way? I sometimes do. Okay, I've done a lot of IKEA things, and sometimes they're easy and sometimes they're not so easy, and sometimes the instructions are crazy, and most of the times the instructions are crazy. So for this project, the next step in layering and covering up some of this stuff that we want to cover up is I wanted to do, when I closed my eyes, right, and I had my vision, what I wanted and I saw was those hospital-like sliding curtains that, they use in hospitals. And it's attached to the ceiling. It's on a rod. They slide. Piece of cake, right? Or was it a piece of cake? So I did my due diligence, which I just highly recommend, right? Think it through. Think it long. Close your eyes. Dream it. Measure twice or 3 times. Make sure you got your measurements right. And then get online. I could have driven to our IKEA. It's about an hour away, but I'm like, I think these are something I can just buy online. So I got on their website. I found what I needed. And I'm going to show you that today. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to tell you how it went. If it was good or if it was bad. Because you want to know, right? So the name of the system that you use for this track is called the VIDGA. V-I-D-G-A. VIDGA system. Curtain track system. Okay, so I took my measurements. The rods come 55 inches. I knew I was going to need 2 on my big window. And you can cut them. You can cut them with a saw, miter saw, any type of saw you have. And then they give you these little things where you can hook them together. So I'm going to show you how that works. And I'm going to demonstrate and let you see how easy or how hard it was. So I'd read the reviews. Lots of people loved it. Lots of people said it was just awesome, piece of cake. IKEA is telling you that these are just amazing, easy, wonderful. And so, and then some people said they hated them. Some people said, don't waste your money. If you don't get the track just right, your curtains don't slide. It's just cheap. And okay, so I read both things. And I'm trusting at this point that it's still going to work for me. It's what I want. So I went ahead and I bought it. So you have to buy these. They're two pieces. I'll show you how they work. You have to buy these separately. These are what mount to the ceiling, and you purchase them separately. And for every 55 inches, you need one. Then you purchase your rods right here. Your rods. Okay, they're 55, or your rails, they call them rails. They're 55 inches, so you have to decide how many of those you want. And then these little packages of your little wheelies and your little hooks. And I think there's 24, 25 in each, so you have to decide how many you want. Okay, so I bought 6 of those packages. I bought 4 of the rails, and I bought 6 of the ceiling mounts. Total for all of that, with delivery, shipping, everything, was about $75. And I felt pretty good about that. It would have cost me a day, half a day, and driving and gas and everything to go an hour, and way more than $75. So I feel like it was worth it for me. It's what I wanted, and it was worth it. So it was delivered in about 3 or 4 days. It was perfect. Okay, now the time of truth. Here we go. You have to mount these little guys. It has 1 hole, which I love. If it had 2 holes, it doesn't give you any flexibility whatsoever. 1 hole, you can tweak it a little if you need to, one way or the other, just to make sure your rails are straight. But they don't give you the screw. Now, I watched the video because you just got to check the instructions. Don't even open them, just throw them away. They didn't give me a white screw for this little guy. In the video that I watched on YouTube, it has a white screw. Well, so be prepared. The screw does not come with it. I happen to have a lot of screws, so I was okay with that. But still, I thought that was odd. IKEA gave us the screw that we need for this, right? It's no big deal. So what you do is you screw this little guy into the ceiling. It doesn't even have to be perfect, okay? It needs to be near one end, near the other end. You know, you eyeball it and you get it, you know, where you want it on your wall, above your window, you know, on your ceiling, not your wall, your ceiling. And then you screw this in. Boop, screws in. Then this guy, he's kind of funky. You can see so he slides in. Make sure I get it on the right end. He slides in like this, okay? So slides in and it covers the screw. And it's got this little boogly bug hanging down. And that goes into this. Now these come with your rails. And see this little slot right here? This little slot goes up in this little thing. Boop. And then you turn this handle and it locks it in. It really is a genius, okay? It's pretty simple. It's like plastic. You think, is this gonna really work? It's pretty sturdy. It's pretty solid. I think they said it holds like 15 pounds or something on your curtain rods, or maybe 5 pounds. I can't remember. But it's way more than what my curtains weigh. So completely sufficient. So once you get this up, you put them where you want. Now these little guys that I just showed you, they go in these rails. So they go in the short, there's a little bit deeper, a little bit more shallow side. These slide in the shallow side. Oops. This end first. So you fold it up, it slides right in, and you kind of pinch it. Oops, kind of pinch it. Okay, so you slide it. We'll try that again. See it? You just slide that right in. And you can slide it in as far as you want. That's what I found interesting. So you just pinch that little bit so it gets in there. And then this guy, he just slides anywhere you need. So when you've mounted that little bracket on the ceiling, if it's not exactly perfect, you just slide this wherever you need it. Okay, that was cool. That was easy. And then you pop this guy down. When you get him where you want him, you just push this down, locks it in place. You've got this guy on the ceiling. He pops right into that little hole, and you turn the little handle. And make sure I turn it the right way, this way. And it locks it right in. So this is mounted to your ceiling. And this guy can slide anywhere you want him to slide, so that if your mounts weren't perfect right on, you just slide it a little bit, pop it up, turn the handle. When you want to take it down, it's so easy. Oh, oops, that's mounted. Turn the handle, pop it out. Make sure, because I don't have this mounted. Pop that down. Now they have double rails and triple rails. So if you want 2 or 3 layers of curtains, which I usually do, and I will be doing this in my living room because it did me right. These are awesome. It went up so easy. I'm going to show it to you. It went up so easy. Now I needed to double rail it, right? So what you do with these guys, pop this up again. Just slide this out and you just pop it right there, lock it in, put your other rail, see if you can see this, these are kind of long. You put your other rail right in there, so you can see this, right in like this. They just slide together, lock it, and make sure your bracket, that's the tougher one, is make sure your middle bracket is right there. You know, you can slide it a little bit, but you need your bracket to be right there on this middle section. And those just hook together. Piece of cake. I measured 3 inches in from the edge, and I'll show you. I put it on this weird window, you know, that has this weird industrial wood casing around it, nothing fancy. But I did make sure I measured 3 inches in, made a mark. 3 inches in, made a mark. Down at the end, 3 inches in, made a mark. It was so easy. This puppy screws in. I just use my little drill. I have a little drill and then hardcore drills and stuff, but little drill, boop, one screw up. Get that, you want to make sure that it's straight, not skiwampus, but that's easy. Made it flat, boop, put those rails up, boop. It took me probably 10 minutes tops once I got going. So I watched the video on IKEA because you just want to chuck those in directions. Watched the video, was like, okay, seems easy, right? Just gonna go for it. Measured 3 inches in, screwed those in, popped my rail up. Now we come to the not easy part. They make it look really easy on the video. I'm gonna cut this bag open and show you. So you get the little rollers that roll your curtains around. And then they have a little attachment. So this little roller rolls right in that deeper track on that roll. Okay, amazing, that's great. It's a little piece of plastic, but it's hard plastic and it's tougher than you think. It was tougher than I thought. So it rolls in the rail, and I had put those in the rail. They make it look like you pop those in the rail, just boop, 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 pop them all in, and then you have this little piece. Now this little piece, this hooks onto your fabric of your curtain, and this little circular piece hooks on to this little tab right there. So these guys hook right in there. Boop. They don't boop right in. They are hard. And so I had to take all the rollers out because I put them all in, like the video said. Then I had to take them all out because you can't get this thing on. You have to sit down in front of a TV, plan to spend who knows how long. Your fingers are dying by the time you're done. And you have to manipulate that guy on there. See, they don't want to go. Those little mother hummers, oh, almost got it. They're hard. So you want to figure out, there, got it. Okay? You got to figure out, if you have fingernails, you're just screwed. Okay? I have no fingernails. They're little nothings, and it was killing me. So you got to sit down, plan it. It's like there's 24 or 25 or 26 of these, which is awesome. And, to be honest, I don't hate it because it makes me feel like those are on there. But you have to be prepared to just take that time to tweak your fingers and manipulate that little puppy on there, okay? So sit down, okay? I got 6 bags of these. Ouch. So I've done one. I'm going to show you because it is awesome. But this is the hardest part. So I'm going to unveil. Now this is that next step when we talk about layering and covering and getting rid of imperfections. This track system can go anywhere you need it, and I'm pretty excited about it. I give it a huge thumbs up. I'm going to use it. I'm trying to think of all the places I can use this, but for sure on these windows. So here we go. I'm going to show you. Check it out. Okay. I am now here in front, going to show you really quick how fabulous this looks. So here, I'm just going to slide these out of the way. Look how nice that slides. And here's your little bracket. Okay, it's mounted on this wood, obviously this, weird casing that we have going on. But then you can see the little handle. If I needed to pop that out and pull that down, I could. It's up. I got it to just, right to the edge. I didn't have to cut these. They were like so close. They were 55 inches each. It was close enough for what I needed. So I didn't have to cut them and I didn't have to do stuff, which you can do. They make it look really easy, but I didn't have to. So I was okay with it being a little short on the end. But look at how nice these slide. They just slide so nice. Oh my goodness. That is so exciting. So I'm going to have eventually 4 panels up here. They're going to be open. They're going to be closed. They're going to give me a little bit of privacy. If I did 2 rails, I'd do like a blackout curtain and then maybe this in front. But I think for this room, I wanted bright and open. And so I think I'm just going to keep the 1 rail with the sheer. And if I want to change it out, I can. If I want to pop that down and get the 2 rail bracket or the 2 rails, they come together, I can just switch those right out. IKEA makes that really easy. So basically, super impressed with this. Like I said, it took me 10 minutes last night. The hardest part was sitting there and putting the little bingies on. Prepare yourself for that. Hopefully that's easier for you than it was for me, but it was a total pain. And I have 5 more bags. 5 more bags that I have to do. But I'm going to make my daughter help me. We'll put in a movie one night. We'll pop those in. But so this was the next step. I really wanted to get this rod up because I'm going to start placing things in front of where these curtains are a little bit on the sides of the windows. I've still got so much that I'm doing to cover, to decorate, and to add the fun stuff. So just think that the hardest part is clearing the room, prepping, and painting. My least favorite part. Designing it and picking it out, that's not even that bad. But the not funnest part is painting. So you just have to do it. Like I said in the other video, just go for it, okay? Just get it done. Pick your color, get the paint going, get it done. Because now that I've got this installed, everything else is just icing on the cake. And it's the funnest, seeing things pop together, seeing how you're gonna set things. And that's what we're gonna do next time. Get your curtain rods, decide what you want. These guys were great. And we're gonna keep going. See you next video.